Do you sometimes find yourself judging a character way too soon before you really understand who they are? That you label them as being pure evil because of their appearances or the way they act? This happened to me when I first saw Acrobatic Silky in episode 6 of Dandadan. I mean, the way she look, talk, and move just screams danger. But after episode 7, I think you might agree with me when I say that Acrobatic Silky had a positive impact on our main characters and the anime overall. But then why are we so quick to judge a character like Acrobatic Silky? In the beginning, we know that both Okarun and Ayase didn't have a great experience in their first meeting with the supernatural and aliens. With Okarun got his family jewels stolen and Ayase probably got scarred for life. I think from the first few episodes, we, the audience, are led to believe that all supernaturals and aliens in the next episodes are pure evil. Obviously, if you've been watching the show, that's not true at all. But this perception is actually embedded in all of us. When we saw Turbo Granny and the aliens for the first time, they looked and acted completely different compared to normal people. They're very unnatural in our eyes and it makes us uneasy and anxious. This feeling that we have is the result of basic human instincts. The instinct to interpret things that are unknown and different as signs of danger. When we saw Acrobatic Silky in episode 6, we can immediately tell that she was dangerous. But while our instinct can tell us whether something is dangerous or not, it can never tell us if it's good or evil. I think you can be dangerous while still having good intentions, and I think that's the case with Acrobatic Silky. Now hear me out, Acrobatic Silky is dangerous because she's super strong and can use her hair to throw heavy objects. But I think she has good intentions because all she wants is for Ira to acknowledge her as her mom. But then, why did she eat her in the end? What made her so desperate to want Ira to call her mom? Well, in episode 7, we know that it was because of one bad day. There's a saying that says, villains are not born, they're made. Acrobatic Silky was once a single mom who tried her best to work multiple jobs to provide for her daughter. This all changed when two men beat her up and took the one thing that kept her going, her daughter. So the last thing she remembers before taking her own life was her daughter being kidnapped. The last thing she experienced was the guilt, pain, and rage of losing a loved one, which later made her into what she is now, a yokai who forever searches for her missing daughter. But one day, a young girl was able to see her and mistakenly called her mom. This girl was Ira, who happened to just recently lost her mom. This made Acrobatic Silky extremely overjoyed because she thought she had found her precious daughter, even though Ira said that she wasn't her mom. But why did she sacrifice her aura to save Ira, even though Ira wasn't her biological daughter? I think every villain or antagonist has a cause for their transformation. With Acrobatic Silky, it was the day she lost her daughter. That tragic moment can warp a person's memory, making her forget what her daughter looks like. But I think this is more than just warped memories. Because to Acrobatic Silky, being called mom by Ira even though it was a mistake was more than enough to give her hope and to swear an oath to protect Ira. Unfortunately, her desire to be acknowledged as Ira's mom broke that oath because she ended up eating and killing Ira. Wanting to redeem herself, she made the sacrifice to save Ira's life at the cost of her own aura. Her sacrifice ultimately helped her to get what she desperately wanted, to be acknowledged as Ira's mom. It didn't matter whether they were related or not, they just accepted each role out of love and gratitude. A mom who would do anything for her daughter, and a daughter who is forever grateful for her mom's sacrifices. I think this kind of play on our perspective really made Dandadan better in my opinion, because it made things less black and white and more complicated for our main characters, thus making the anime more engaging. So Okarun, Ayase, and even Ira now understand that even the supernatural and aliens have a reason for being the way they are, and that not all of them are pure evil. Because like I said before, villains are not born, they're made. Even when someone is dangerous doesn't mean they're pure evil just because. So if there's one thing that you can take from episodes 6 and 7, it is that everyone has scars or battles that you can't see. So don't judge a character or a person too early without understanding who they are first. But if they ever try to harm you, don't hold back when it comes to standing up for yourself or protecting others. Because it doesn't matter if they're acting out of pure malice or they think they're doing the right thing. Harm is still harm, and it's gotta be dealt with accordingly. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I think Dandadan is one of the best releases this season because it's such a breath of fresh air when it comes to design and overall quirkiness. It just has a vibe that's fun and unpredictable, but still makes it rich in its storytelling and characters. What do you guys think of Dandadan? Let me hear your thoughts on it down in the comment section. Also, if you're new to the channel, I'm Obin and I make videos on anime characters, and what we can learn from them. And if you like that type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel as I will be making more of these type of videos in the future. And as always, stay awesome.